Yo, what's up, people? This is Andrew McCain, and today I'm going to be reviewing the S90ES plugin for Kontakt. All right. So, this is one of my favorite plugins. It's it just has some really great sounds. In general, I like the S90ES piano. I think it's very underrated. You know, everybody always talks about the Motif series, which is definitely classic and definitely great, but people sleep a lot on the S90ES. So for me, it's great that there was actually a plugin for this, especially since the actual S90ES doesn't have the greatest polyphony. So it's like, putting it in a VST form gives you the option of being able to, stack it with other sounds and everything like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and just start playing. I'm gonna start with the natural grand. Okay, so that's the first sound that is on the program part of the keyboard. So this is the natural grand just playing. All right, so it just to me has that real nice piano sound, and it just really it sounds really great to me. Um, it's the standard sound on the keyboard, so I believe that all the other samples are based off of this particular sample. But the good thing about this VST is that you are able to add, of course, reverb. So let me turn up the reverb a little bit. So, if that's the type of thing you like having the reverb, it's always nice to have some, not too much. But so you could do the reverb and you can also add a pad in there. So this is what's really great about this VST. See, I know for most people that like me that play in church, the analog sound on the motif or on the S90 is like absolutely important. Like it's in church, especially for a slow song, you like have to have that analog. So to be able to have that is so clutch. So not only can you put it with one of these sounds, but you can also put it by itself and use it with other sounds or use it, as a part of your recording session. So this is what the natural S sounds like with the analog pad. And it also has other sounds that you could put with it, like a light pad sound. So here's how the light pad sounds with it. right, so this is also sounding really good behind it. Then it has VP Soft that you could also put with it. All right, and it has the VP strings as well. And then of course, you can also turn down the piano all the way and just turn that whatever pad that you're using up all the way. So this is just the VP strings by itself. Sounds really nice, and then VP Soft by itself. Right, really nice pad right there. You can do a lot of things with it, especially if you're like me once again in a church service. This is perfect. All right, light pad by itself. Very nice. And then of course analog by itself. All right, so yeah, these pads are really great. I really like how they sound and everything. So turning the keyboard back up, turning the pad down some. Let me go to the Elegant Grand. Okay, so slightly different from the natural grand, but I would say it probably took some of the highs out slightly, but it's a really smooth sound. So yeah, that Elegant Grand sounds really nice as well. To me, it's slightly smoother than the Natural Grand. The Natural Grand I could use for anything, honestly. I think that Natural Grand is very versatile in the way how it's set up and everything like that. But that Elegant Grand, I feel like I would like to use that a lot for slower songs and things like that. All right, on to the next one, the Bright Grand. Obviously, it's called Bright Grand, so you can expect the highs will be up more so than the others. So here it goes. it still sounds great. It's definitely the same sample, but they got the highs up some, so sounds, brighter. Obviously, it's bright S, but yeah, it's brighter. And of course, you can if you like that kind of thing for like an upbeat song, like I know, for me, I like from Yamaha the Power Grand for upbeat songs, but for this can work for upbeat songs as well. So like. And also the good thing about Kontakt is you can also turn down the release, which I know that we church, particularly gospel players, like to do a lot. You go here to settings, you go to preset and hit piano, and then you come here and turn down the release to however, whatever your heart's desire. So that was mad sloppy, but you can turn down the release like that and just have it really cut through. That's a type of sound that we like to have a lot of times, so you can hear the run is better and everything like that. Now this next one, Dark S, this is probably my favorite out of all of them, just because it's like really warm, and for me particularly, I know everybody has their own preference, but I really like a warm sound for the piano. So here's the Dark S. Then another one I like is also the Intimate S, or the Intimate Grand, I guess you can call it. It just says Intimate here, but yeah, it is a really nice sound as well. Same type of feel. I would say like a warm sound, intimate, like it says. So like just imagine being in the room with a piano and just playing in that room and just getting all the acoustics of the room. So here goes the Intimate Grand. Really nice sound. Then there has the DigiGrand. It's cool to me. That's not one of my favorites, but it definitely gives you some variation from what we've been doing for the first 4 or 5 sounds. Next, we have the full grand, which is like a classic sound. It was originally, I believe, debuted on the Motif ES, which came out like around 2005, and in gospel, you hear that sound everywhere. And it's just like a really classic sound. It's full, like it says, it's full, and it cuts through. So people use it till this day on live recording. So here's the full grain. Classic sound. And also, you could use that for upbeat stuff as well. If you want to turn down the release on that, that definitely works for this too. So. That's definitely versatile. Like that's the thing about the full grand. Like you could do it for slow ballads, or you could do it for upbeat songs, shouts, or whatever. Like it's really versatile. Next, we move over to the piano, electric piano side, and we got the R&B soft, which for me is a really great sound that's in the Motif as well as the S90. Yeah, really smooth sound. I like how it sounds like with a lot of reverb on it. next sound is a DX Crisp sound, DX Crisp, and it's another E piano sound. Not one of my favorite sounds either, but you know, that might be your cup of tea, so that's there for you. Then we have the Ballad Key, which is also a classic sound, I believe. Yeah, this is on the original motif as well. Yeah, really nice sound. Classic sound is like a mix of the piano and the E piano type thing. It's really nice. And then we have the E piano 2. Nice E piano sound, kind of reminiscent of the 80s. In just a second, I'm going to show you what I really like to use that one for. But here's the next one, the TX 802. Same type of thing as a nice EP sound. You can also layer this, which is what I'm going to show you in just a second. The next one, Yamaha EPs, I guess they really meant to say Yamaha EPs, but this is also from the classic motif. Classic sound, once again, that's, you know, up to your preference whether you like that or not. Next one is Chorus Dino. So let's see what this one is. This is also from the motif and of course on the S90ES. Another option, really great sound. So now this is what I was talking about. So I like to layer these sounds. It gives you the option to layer it. So what you do is you select the sound, like for instance, natural S, and then you see how there's a yellow light here and then there's a red light here. So I have this piano sound and then I want to layer it with the EP sound. So let me go to E piano 2. I click on this red light and here this layer drawbar controls the volume of the layer. So put together, and we have this type of sound. Yeah, it sounds nice to me. Like that those particular patches layered together. Let's try it with the TX-802 layered. Same type of feel, but sounds really nice. Yeah, and you can also do like the R&B soft with that as well. So yeah, a lot of different options with this VST. That's why I really like it. It's about 18 sounds altogether, and it's pretty much all you need for like a live gig or a church setting. Like pretty much, unless you need some synth sounds, but of course, you can use it in Logic or any other DAW, and you can get those from there. But yeah, this is a really nice VST, and I just felt like I've had it for at least 2 years now. I was like, you know what? Why don't I just review this? This is really one of my favorite VSTs. Yep. So S90ES for Kontakt by Junior Porciunculo. All right. So you can hit him up, and it's licensed by Wilson Vasquez. Yeah, you can hit him up and get it for yourself. Great VST. Thank you all for tuning in. Hope that you enjoyed it.